Hey, it's the right weekend and happy Easter. It is Good Friday, and I was looking for kind of a positive story. I didn't want to talk about anything negative. And so I chose this story because it's happy medium. Here's the story. There's a trans doctor who she's it was a doctor who helps teens transition says now it's now gone too far. Now here's the whole thing. She goes here. Erica Anderson, 71, who is transgender herself, told the Los Angeles Times that she's horrified that even 13-year-old kids are now getting hormone treatment without even meeting with psychologists. I think it's gone too far, said Anderson, who until recently led the U.S. Professional Society at the forefront of transgender care. For a while, we were all happy that society was becoming more accepting, and more families than ever were embracing children that were gender variant. Now it's got to the point where kids are presenting at clinics whose parents say this just doesn't make sense, she said. Anderson is so concerned, in fact, she said she's considering ending her own pioneering work helping teens transition. I have these private thoughts. This has gone too far. It's going to get worse. I don't want any part of it, she said. I worry that people will accuse me of setting the train in motion. She believes that the dramatic rise in teens seeking treatment is likely driven by peer pressure as much as wider acceptance of trans issues. A fair number of kids are getting into this because it's trendy. She previously told the Washington Post, I think in our haste to be supportive, we're missing that element. In her latest interview, she told the LA Times to flatly say that there couldn't be any social influence in formation of gender identity flies in the face of reality. Teenagers influence each other. That appears to have been exasperated by the pandemic, with children becoming more isolated and also learning more on networks on social media. What happens when the perfect storm of social isolation, exponentially increased consumption of social media, the popularity of alternative identities affects the actual development of individual kids? Well, this is what goes on. Um, as you can see, this is not someone who is, they'll always say, transphobe or whatnot. Um, but we're talking about we're talking about a lady here who uh has she's lived the experience. So um like I said, I don't want to go into too much of the negativity with it. I just want to just go into it and say um it's nice to see um someone who you can see this was an issue for her, and she cares about this issue, but she sees it's going too far. Society has become accepting of it to a fault, that we're allowing kids, we want to transition some of these kids way prematurely. Okay, I remember I was talking about this with a gay friend of mine, and what we were talking about was we we think that if you should have a few years of therapy before you're able to take any sort of hormonal or surgical treatments. But that's not what's going on now. Since it's becoming so accepted. Now it's like, oh, okay, a kid says that they're transgender. Okay, we're going to give them puberty blockers, or we're going to give them hormonal treatment. These things are irreversible. They will cause damage in the sense that they will make them infertile, and now you messed up this person's life. They could have been. It could have been someone, like I said. You could have a tomboy that's a girl That could just been someone that she just likes to play sports. But they, now it's not about, now it's not, um, that's not accepted. Then you're either gay or you're not even that. It could be someone, they could be gay. They don't have to necessarily be transgender. Um, it looks like I'm having some lag issues with my internet. I think I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to make something. I don't want to go into something negative. It's Good Friday. It's Easter weekend, and just enjoy your families. Enjoy your friends. Be together on this holiday, and remember. What today is, today is when Jesus went to the cross, and we have on Sunday is Resurrection Day. So enjoy enjoy the time with your family. It's precious, especially if you have children, and um, take care of your children, take care of your family, and I'll leave it there. Have happy Easter. Have a great weekend, and yep. If you can follow me on YouTube or Rumble. You can interact with me on social media or leave some comments. And please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel.